My name is Fernando Vieira, and I play Marco in Beware. The movie was the type of movie that used to be made quite a lot back in the days, but throughout the years it had, in my opinion, lost some of that scary part. This movie, in my opinion, when I watched it, it really was scary. The way the characters started interacting and then eventually one by one started dying. But it was a different story because you had a lot to offer to all type of audiences. Marco is a type of guy that's very close to his sister. He is the younger brother, and they're both orphans, so they rely on each other for caring and companionship. He looks up to her a lot, being that she's the older sister, and he cares a lot for her. So he's a very good-hearted, good-natured type of guy. I think it was awesome working with the entire crew, especially Jason and Sean. They were really, I should say, caring type of people, which you don't always encounter in this type of world, the film world. People just want to go ahead and shoot scenes and get it over with. But I felt they made every possible moment to make us feel good. Some of the scenes were very tense, and the conditions, you know, working late hours, it can be very difficult, but they made it so much easier for us, and that I appreciated. Working with the other actors, some of them I had known already. It's funny because living in Miami, you get to know a lot of the actors. So I had worked with Cecilia before on a film, and I knew Vivi as well. She had worked in another film with me, and I had written a movie in which we cast Alex in it. I had written it and produced it. It was a short film, so I knew mostly everybody. So that helped a lot, definitely, when it came to getting along and creating that great energy and vibe. Beware was a very exciting experience because I think everybody in the cast they all got along really well. And by the time we started shooting, it had become like a family, and we spent a lot of time together, not only rehearsing but also socially outside. And when it was time to shoot the scenes, I felt it was awesome. I think that's the word I can use. It was an amazing and unforgettable experience, personally, for me. Funny thing about it was that it was supposed to be the guy was supposed to break the car. What is it called? The windshield. And then I didn't know that it was really for real gonna break. So when it was time for us to shoot it, I was inside, and all of a sudden I start feeling a little pieces of crystals and stuff on my face. Luckily, someone had given me a towel or something, so I was able to like really cover up myself. But for a moment, I said, "Oh God, am I really gonna end up blind or hurt?" So that was really real. I felt scared. I really did. When we were shooting the movie in English, at the end, we also gave a few minutes, a little time to say it in Spanish. Sometimes the script wasn't in English, but we needed to like make it up on the moment and translate it. A lot of times the translation, I thought, probably wasn't the greatest, so we needed to reshoot it, but it was just really funny how everybody just suddenly needed to switch up and say it in Spanish, which I think It's probably not not as scary, but it's certainly funny. I would love to see it in Spanish. My favorite part of the movie, I think I gotta say, of course, the arm cutting thing. It was, first of all, unexpected, because I didn't know that was gonna be the fate of the character. But when it came time to shoot it, I didn't have any idea how it was going to be accomplished, and I was very impressed with the talent of from the person who did the makeup to the director, everybody. I was like, how are they going to do it? And then watching it, it looks so credible. I mean, it looks so real. I mean, and so that was very outstanding, in my opinion. One of my favorite scenes happens towards the end of my character when I see the girl in chains. And it was such a scary moment, and watching it, because you don't expect it. You don't expect that he's all there by himself, and all of a sudden you see a hand touching him. And what I really liked about it was that my character really wanted to help her out. He wanted her to leave, but then I felt horrible just when my sister pulls me away and be like, leave her alone. That shooting that part, it affected me a little bit, because I said, I don't know if I'd be able to do it in real life, leaving someone just to die, basically, like, whatever. I'm gonna save myself, screw you. That was a good moment. And a lot of the other moments, when I interacted with the whole, at the beginning of the movie with the picnic scene, that was a good one, I felt. And of course, the being tied up on the chair with my sister and the whole slashing. I thought that was awesome. I really loved that scene. I love horror movies. I think my favorite horror movie of all time is The Exorcist. And second, I guess, Psycho, the original one. But I am a big fan of horror movies, and I love Halloween. But I always like the original ones, the first ones. Horror fans can definitely expect to get scared, get big thrills from watching it, and overall just have a great experience watching a great film. I just want to say that working in this film, it makes me very proud. I'm very proud to say that I'm part of the cast, part of that experience, and just knowing that it was something created with so much effort, and when it came out, it was great. It makes me very happy. I'm very happy to be part of it. My name is Fernando Vieira, and I play the character of Marco in Beware. And you gotta go see it, but you've been warned.
Beware.